Hi everybody, I am back again today and we're going to jump right into part 3 of the Great FO Parade. So I have an entire tote here and I also have a few items that I snagged. I'm going to try to do this one without standing up and moving all about, and that way I can have my microphone on and hopefully the sound will be better. I think I'm gonna, if you guys have a recommendation, I bought one of these from a video that I saw of someone. I use my iPad to film. It's just easy for me to do that right now. And someone was recommending this, one of these little lapel mics. But I have to say, I don't love having this on me. So I was curious. I do have the connector where I can plug things into my iPad, so that's not an issue. But I was curious if there is a good just mic, a bigger mic that I can just sit and have directed towards me that I don't have to have on my person. If you guys have a recommendation, if there's something I can get off of Amazon that anybody knows of, please put it down in the comments below, because I'm not completely in love with the lapel mic. I don't think it's just not what I'm wanting. So I was definitely thinking a bigger mic, a mic that just stands on its own, that can just be sat on the desk or next to the tripod or whatever, pointed in my direction, and be able to have good, excellent sound. That would be great. Let me know below if you guys don't mind. Anyways, all of that to say is that I want to try to just stay seated today and not be wandering about. So I'm going to try to hold things up where you guys can see them, and hopefully it'll work out good. Okay. The first thing I'm going to start with, you guys know me, I'm terrible. These are finished objects that are almost finished. Only because some of them do not have the ends woven in. But these are super cute. I'm going to show you these. Just gotta find my little, I'm going to put them on because these I can put on. There we go. These are so cute and pretty darned easy to make, honestly. They take they're a little bit of a yarn eaters because of this crocodile stitch here, but that's okay. Sometimes you want to get through some yarn. Okay. Oh, I forgot I have my watch on. So these are just some of ignore my ends, as you guys know. These are the little crocodile stitch mitts, fingerless gloves. I just love these. These work up great if you have the Red Heart Boutique. This is the ice yarn equivalent of that I have forgotten the name of it, but they're really cute. I need to sew the ends in and wear them this year. Everybody that sees them thinks they're so cute when I've showed pictures and stuff of them on my Facebook and what have you. So maybe one day I'll get around to sewing in the ends and wearing them. They're super cute. I have such a huge pile of stuff. It's so much. Another fingerless mitts that I just made. These are super duper basic. This was me playing with my, is it a 22 pin Addy? The little one, not the king. I just wanted to see if I could make some fingerless mitts with them. I did. They're fine because they obviously don't have any shaping, and I wasn't really sure what to do with the thumb hole. So it's not my favorite, but it worked. All I did, I think, was cast off, like 3 stitches, I do believe. And then cast them back on. Just did one row or one round. So knit in the round on the Addy. Anyways, I cast off 3, did one round, cast the 3 right back on. So so I had a hole basically is what I ended up with, which was really all I needed. But I am kind of a sucker for a real knit. But you know what? These only took like, I don't know, 20 minutes to do both of them. You spend more time casting on and casting off than you do making the whole fingerless mitts. And this is made with some of the I Love This Yarn print, their print line. I don't have the actual colorway name anymore. I remember when I made these though, I thought, oh, this really reminded me of the Oklahoma Thunder, because they're blue and orange colors. But anyways, they're cute. I mean, for something that literally took no time at all. And if I wanted to be a good steward, I could definitely have cast these off and have picked up stitches here and down here if I'd have wanted to, and done a ribbed cuff. I could have picked up stitches at the thumb and done a nice thumb. And as a matter of fact, I have tried it, but I failed. Yay for Yarn YouTube channel has a pair of fingerless mitt gloves where she does the thumb gusset, knit thumb gusset on the machine. I just didn't do a good job with it the last time I tried it, but I'm sure, like anything, with practice comes perfection, or at least acceptability. So that's a little pair that I made on Addie. Here's another little pair that I made crocheting. Again, the ends are not woven in. This is I think this is a cute little pair. It was just some leftover yarn that I had. I could have worked a little harder on this edging, but whatever. These were just me playing with yarn, usually saying, I wonder what happens if I do this. I can fix these joins and starts and finishes and what have you when I actually sew in the ends. So ignore those. Anyways, just a little pair. I don't think I had a full skein of this yarn. I just, looks like, well, it's hard to tell where I don't know. This one doesn't have any of the orange in it. This one has a little bit of everything except for the dark blue. I didn't control anything. This was some scrap that I had out of these skeins. I had several skeins. I don't even remember what the project was that I made. But yeah, this is just a crocheted pair of fingerless mitts. So they're cute. I don't mind these. This pattern actually does have a thumb gusset crocheted in. I have no idea. It's a free pattern, I know that. I just don't remember where it came from or where to find it again. Anyways, those are cute. I like those. I like fingerless gloves, especially for inside. I love this little pattern. If you want to make a pair of knit fingerless gloves that look cute and are very simple with all the information you need, I think, to adjust for size. This is a paid pattern, but it is a good paid pattern. It is on Ravelry, and this pattern is called the Fire Pit Mitts. And you can take this pattern also and you can amend it and add ribbed tops and bottoms if you want. But this is a super fast, made with worsted weight yarn. I love it just the way it is. It makes me happy. It is a great little pattern. It has a little bit of a rolled edge on the top of the thumb. It does have the nice thumb gusset that I like. It has a rolled, it is just stockinette, guys. Just stockinette all the way. The top and the bottom, no ribbing. But like I say, you could easily rib for these and they would be beautiful. And I love them. They are good. And I have a matching hat already. I showed you guys that. It was a Ross. I just did a Ross beanie with Ross's pattern from Smells Like Yarn. Did the matching beanie. I still have several skeins of this yarn left, and I intend to make a scarf or some sort of a wrap neck warmer thing. So I'm going to do that. But these are my favorites. These are the ones I love the most. I love the Fire Pit Mitts. You guys, check out her pattern. Just type in Fire Pit Mitts on Ravelry and you'll find it. For some reason, I want to say her YouTube channel is it Fiber for the People? I know that she dyes yarn, or she has yarn. She sells yarn, and it's Fiber for the People. But I can't remember her name. Anyways, very nice little pattern. I love this pattern. I will probably be making more of those this winter. It's just a very easy, cozy, simple, relatively fast knit with the worsted weight yarn. So okay, now we are on to some projects. These are summer tanks. I was telling you guys, oh, my summer tanks. Still haven't woven in the ends for this one. Most of these I've worn some of these. Some of these I've not worn. I haven't worn this one, apparently. This one I made with a fingering weight. All of these are actually made with fingering weight. But it's a flowy, a long kind of flowy. I will stand up and just kind of place this here. So this comes about mid-thigh for me. All of these patterns were either on YouTube under crocheted tank tops, or after making quite a few of these, I just started going my own way and making up my own patterns. Which ones are which, I do not know. There's only one that I know for sure came from YouTube, and that's the pineapple one, but I'll show you that in a bit. But this was a hand-dyed yarn that I picked up in Estes Park, Colorado when we were on vacation, and there was a really cool L&S there, and I got me some yarn, and that's what I made with it. This one, yeah, not sure if I made this pattern up or not. It looks very similar to that one, except it definitely has different, well, it's different. This one has V-stitches and shells. Anyways, this one is made with a cake of the flowers, and it's very long, and it fades through all the colors as those cakes do. All of these hit me about mid-thigh. They're all flowy. None of these are fitted. And I just wear a basic tank top underneath them since they're lacy. But that one's very pretty. I have worn that one quite often, actually. Now this one I know is from YouTube pattern. If you just type in crochet pineapple tank on YouTube, there's tutorials for it, because it is the traditional pineapple, also made with the Yarn Arts flower cakes, and it fades all the way down, whoops, into this. So it's pretty, and I like it a lot. And this one has a kind of a, it's longer on the sides. It's short, it goes high-low, front and back, and the low is on the sides. So it's a cute look, something a little bit different. Fibers making my nose itchy already. You can see little fibers on me. I think I just made this pattern up. This one I wanted more of a t-shirty style, so I did actual like sleeves, which don't really look that impressive off, but on it's a very cute. Very, very, very cute. It has a cute little picot edging on the sleeves, a scoop neck. Again, the Yarn Arts flowers comes down. This is a fitted, more of a fitted tee style. This one is not one of the big flowy. It's actually very cute, and it reminds me very much of Halloween with these colors for some reason, or at least fall and Halloween, whatever. It's cute. One day I'll wear it and sew in the ends and give it a wear. Okay, on to more stuff. This is another of my famous shawls that I love to make. Just did the granny merge style on this one. Did a picot shelled edge. I love this colorway. I love it. It is beautiful. Of course, I would wear it in my traditional shawl wearing way. I love it. So pretty. This is one of my more recent ones that I made. I actually haven't sewn the ends in on this one yet. Have not worn it yet. Will be wearing it soon. It's beautiful. This is one. I made this one with the Respun, the Lion Brand Respun, which is their recycled line of yarns. Guys, these yarns, they're lovely to work with. I'm going to say that. It's a worsted weight. The pricing is very good on them. They come in, well, they come in like what I would call just an average skein of like 200 and a bit for worsted weight. And then they come in a larger skein that has like 600 and something yards, which is pretty good for worsted weight. That feels really, when you this yarn is washable. I washed it, I dried it. It is soft. It feels really good for a worsted weight, especially recycled polyester. That didn't sound appealing, but it really is nice. I don't even think I used a whole skein for this project. This was a paid pattern though. It is a crocheted paid pattern. I liked the way this pattern worked up. You start at one tip and you just increase, and you're doing the border as you go. So you don't come back and put this border on. It is done as it is done, and it has a cute little kind of a rolled, it's almost the way that this top border is, it rolls a little bit, and I actually like that because it reminds me of an I-cord edge in knitting. But you just continue increasing until you get to the center point, and then you just decrease back down to the other edge. So anyways, I recommend this. It's a warm yarn. I mean, it's not like the softest garment yarn ever, but it's nice. I find it to have great drape, and it's really pretty. All of the colors that I've seen kind of have a bit of a heathered look to them. So anyways, I would recommend giving this yarn a try if you have seen it and you've been hesitant about it. It's really nice to work with. Okay, this is funny. This is just a pair of, again, these were just made on the Addy, the small 22 pin Addy. I just did a very long tube. I started out, did so many rows, I don't know how many, and did a hunged hem where you do so many rows and then you bring it and rehang that hem, and then you start so you get a double thick cuff, and then down, down, down I went until I got to the very end, and I just took it off, and just like you do your beanies, I just pulled the edge taut, and I made myself a pair of house socks. I call these house socks. I don't think I'd wear these under clothes. This is worsted weight, or under, I don't think I'd wear these inside shoes because this toe isn't like the nicest, I wouldn't say, for wearing under clothes. A drawn together toe would not be comfortable, and plus, like I say, it's worsted weight. But I wear usually just little, like, let's see, can we get our foot up here? Like these styles, and these are my Conjuring socks. These little kind of thin ankle socks, I wear them all the time. I would have those on underneath this. I would wear this more like a house shoe or a house slipper. I call them house socks because that's the vibe I get from them. So they're cute. This is just made with, I love this yarn, their print line. So house socks. And these, same thing. I would still wear my little anklet socks underneath these. These are worsted weight yarn. They are cute little crocheted house shoes that I made. I'm trying to show you. So that would be the bottom, of them. The toe up here, the heel down here. There we are from the side. They have a little detail on them that is like a chainette. Let me see if I can get closer. Let's see. And there we go. They're on both sides. So if I stick my hand in here, you can see that's on both sides of the foot. That's the top of the house shoe. But they're cute. They really are cute. And these are mine. I just made this with some scrap. I love this yarn. And I think this was just a free pattern that I found on Ravelry. But yeah, cute little, if your feet are cold all the time like mine are in the winter, they are lovely. All right, now we're getting into the tote. That was just stuff that was hanging in my closet and in my bedroom drawers. I have shown this project before, I believe, in my very first whip video that I did on my channel. It is just a baby blanket that is done in mosaic crochet. So it's beautiful. One day I'll find a baby to give it to. Until then, it resides in my tote of finished things. This was another project that I know was in that first video. It is a Tunisian crochet. It has not been blocked, and it will block out beautiful. I believe this is a free tutorial on YouTube. You can find it under Tunisian crochet. The Sweet Spot, I believe, is the name of this pattern. I did change it a little bit for my needs, but not much. So anyways, it's a cute little Tunisian neck scarf. I'd call it a scarf, not really a shawl, but a scarf. This is a practice. This does not fit me. I think this will fit my little baby niece. She's a toddler. I'd say a good 3-4-year-old, even maybe, I'm sure it'd go all the way to, you know, it's an Addie hat, but it's a paid pattern that I found on Etsy, where you do 2 tubes, one on your small Addie and then one on your express, and you seam those 2 tubes, sew them together. There's the seam in the back, which actually comes out pretty good. It's not terribly noticeable. But you make it with 2 tubes, and in doing so you can make very adjustable. Instead of just doing a tube where you have for your head, the tubes are running horizontally, I guess you would say, and you can make the tubes as long as you need so that you can make bigger hats that will fit more heads, from baby size to adults. This one almost fits me. It's just a wee bit tight, so I will give this will be perfect for my toddler. I know it looks really big in the camera. It's not as big as it looks. I don't want to, yeah, I promise you, I have a little head. It's too little for me. But these are cute. I plan on making a lot more hats with that pattern. Like I say, it's on Etsy. I don't remember what the pattern's called, but if you just type in Addie machine hat on Etsy, you're going to see these hats, and I recommend that pattern because it's very adjustable. This is another just little baby blanket that I made from free, I don't even remember what this is called, but it's free tutorial stuff on YouTube. You can find this. This was just made with some leftover mandala baby yarn. It's very pretty the way the texture is on this. Let's see if we can see that texture. See that texture? It's really pretty. But yeah, this was just some scrap mandala that I had left over, I believe, from a poncho that I made for my daughter. Here is a baby blanket made with one of the yarn art flowers, done in the granny mismatching granny style that I do a lot of things in. And I just thought that it'd be fun to use one cake. That's what you get with one cake, so more of a small kind of receiving blanket size, I suppose. But yeah, that was what one cake got me. A cute baby blanket. Here is, I feel like my blood sugar's messed up, guys. I'm sorry, I'm feeling shaky and not good. I'll probably show a little bit more. We're almost to the 30-minute mark. I'm going to try to keep these at 30 minutes. So this might be a bit more, but that 1 hour and a bit one just about did me in. So, anyway, we have another one of my shawls that I love. This was before I found the flowers cakes, and these cakes came from Ice Yarns. They're the same exact thing as the flowers and the Sheepy's Whirl, but they're only like 500 yards per cake. So you had to use more than one cake. I think I used two. I know I did. I used 2 cakes. I think I started with one cake, went all the way, it went through the colors, and then I joined back on the purples where we ended. I did the other cake in reverse so that it flowed the opposite direction. But anyways, the pattern is very pretty. It's a very cute pattern, I believe. I don't know what I believe. I think this is a paid pattern that I purchased on Etsy, but it's been a while since I made this, so I'm not really positive, but it's a beautiful pattern. I need to find it and make another one of these. This is really pretty. It's really pretty. It's got a lot of nice texture with doing like the front and back loop double crochets, and then with all the wavy bits. Very pretty. Very pretty shawl. Okay. I realized after I was watching one of the videos back, I had showed you guys a knit version of this shawl that starts at the tip and gets bigger, and I told you guys it has 42, and I couldn't remember the name of it, and I still don't remember the name of it, but I said it's like Guardians of the Galaxy, y'all. And when I watched that back, I was like, what? No, that doesn't even make any sense. What am I talking about? The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The answer is 42. And this is made, what was I calling it? I don't know. The Hitchhiker, that's what it's called. It's called the Hitchhiker Scarf. Good grief. How could I go through all that and just not know? I believe it's called the Hitchhiker Scarf. It's a knit pattern. This, however, is not. It is a faux hiker. I called this the faux hiker because I invented this myself with Tunisian crochet. And it does come up with a different shape. I couldn't get the shape exactly the same. It didn't get as wide as fast. And when I tried to increase more frequently, it got too wide too fast. But it still has the 42. And it does make a cute scarf. This is a very cute little scarf. So, my faux hiker. The other one's the Hitchhiker. Because it's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, so forgive my stupidness from the first, my ignorance. Oh, my husband, he gets on to me when I mess up important details like that. I mean, good grief, Guardians of the Galaxy. Get it together. Okay, this is just me playing with some Noro yarn. I didn't know what to make with this yarn. Part of me wants to frog this because actually, after working with it, I really loved it, but I didn't love it at first because it is a thick, thin situation and the color changes and everything, but I cast this on, very simple. I just made a little cowl. It's pretty. I love it. I haven't sewed in the ends. Like I said, I don't know if I want to frog this, and this is precious yarn if you know anything about Noro, and this is one of the blends that has like silk and wool and I don't remember what all, Angora gold. I don't know. It's got everything in it, but it's very pretty. But I just did a simple ribbed top and bottom with stockinette in the round. and it is just a nice, I don't know, I like it as a cowl. I'll probably make myself a Ross hat and maybe some fingerless mitts to match it and call it a day, because it is pretty. It's pretty. And now I want to buy more Noro yarn. Okay, we'll do one more show and then I'm going to wrap this one up and get this video up for you guys today, and then work on more of these over the weekend probably. This is a very simple, I'm going to unhook this just for a minute so I can put this on. This is a paid pattern from Ravelry, but I thought these were cute, and I've actually made several different styles of them. It's a knit pattern. I like these. They're so easy to just start making. I got this all folded up in the back. Okay. They're just easy to make. They're easy to wear. They look really cute under a jean jacket or a coat. Anything you like. I believe the lady that makes these patterns has several versions of this pattern. I think this one is called the Aquí pattern. It's Spanish, Aquí. If this isn't the Aquí, there's, like I said, she's got a couple of different styles, and they all have similar names, but you would find, if you type in the Aquí, you'll find this one on her page for sure. But cute. You just start out in the you just start making this like a triangle, but then you stop and you seam all of that in the back, and then you just keep going. Anyways, it's cute. I like that. So I like these fall colors, these orange and like a deep wine color. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty. All right, guys. There's a whole lot more to go through, but I'm going to cut this one now, and then we will go through more later. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm ordering more storage stuff on Amazon because I have too much finished items, and making more every day. So, all right, thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.